Good morning, everybody. Hello, how are you today? Let's just see who's joining us. Right. Okay. Have we got anybody with us this morning before we start? Okay. Right. Seem to be getting a technical error, so just bear with me for a moment. Hoping that there are people joining us. I've got somebody watching. Hello, good morning, and welcome. So here we are back with Tarot School, and I'm going to jump right in so that we can continue our journey with the Wand family. And this morning we are dealing with the Five of Wands. Now, good morning, Molly. How are you? Thank you for joining me. I hope you're enjoying all the tarot as in that's being provided, as in on YouTube and Instagram. Everybody's doing some bits and pieces. It's lovely, isn't it? I'm really, really finding that there's just a wealth of information and knowledge on all platforms. So, morning, Molly from Facebook. So, the Five of Wands, yes. In tarot, all the fives are difficult. Um, it just is challenge, and in this particular one, you can see that they look as if they're having a little bit of a mock battle there. And that's exactly what it means. It's a mock battle. Good morning, Casey. Hi, Casey. How are you doing? Oh, good. I'm really pleased that you're well, Molly. So, um, yes, physical battles and challenges, daily setbacks, things where you are struggling with other people usually, and struggling with actions. So it's things that are happening. Remember that the ones are all about action, and action is very much the physical side. So it's the things that are happening that you're trying to make happen, the things you're trying to actualize, and finding it um, that you are probably being blocked, or you're hitting obstacles left, right, and centre with other people. And of course, it does depend what cards are around this. And as you know, I work in pairs, and so it depends what the major card is next to it. Casey, good. Oh, lovely. You've got lots of energy today. Oh, fantastic. I have to say, I'm absolutely shattered because the heat here has just gone on and on and on. And well, it's difficult to get a good night's rest because you're waking up and it's hot and it's stuffy and it's humid, and it's lovely to have the sunshine, but unfortunately, it's too hot to be in the sunshine, so we're a bit cooped up. So my energy levels are a little bit sluggish today, folks. Sorry about that. Okay. So we have all fives causing us to have a little bit of a mock battle. And whoops, I'm just sorting out my camera there. Yeah, a mock battle. So if you are on a journey in life, and you start something like the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Swords, a new idea or new action, new job, everything has a beginning and everything has an ending. We start something, or we leave something, or we've left something in order to start something. Well, when you are around the fives in tarot, it is a time of saying you're halfway there. And by being halfway there, it can cause you to feel that you are, I do need to take a day off, yeah. Oh, yes, I do. Um, it causes you to feel that you are struggling, that you are challenged, that other people are coming up with difference of opinions, and Five of Wands is where we struggle. So it's those kind of things. It doesn't necessarily mean fighting, but it can do. Okay, it really would depend what cards are there. And when we go into the intermediate and the advanced, that's when we'll be able to put the pairs together and find out much, more about what's going on. Okay, so moving on to the next card. six. Here we are, the Six of Wands. So, here we go. Got anybody else joining us? Right, Six of Wands. After your struggles become victories because you navigate those struggles, you get past, and you are able then to go into success. So the Six of Wands is a victory, a card of travelling with continued success. And if you look at that card, you can see it's a bit like he's parading along the streets, and with him is the crowd supporting him, almost, following him. And you can see that's like the victory in the fact that he's got this crown on his head and he is carrying a wreath, which is a bit like, when they win the Grand Prix, they would always put something around the winner, as they crack open the champagne. No exception here. It's showing you this is a victory, you've done really well, we're applauding you, we're celebrating you, you've done well. A horse is showing that, it's progress, that we're moving, we're gliding through the situation. Good news is always coming with this card, and it's somebody that is receiving multiple success in the way that I've just said. You've done something well, you've got a sense of victory, you've got a sense of support. You are probably looking at it being something where you've passed an interview. Excuse me for a minute. Sorry about that. I can feel my nose tickling. So yes, you've got this post of application that could have been tried for. So if somebody's going for an interview, it means they will do well. Or if somebody has passed that interview, it's the card of promotion, the card of the passing of exams, letter of congratulations, diplomas, degrees, and yes, it's a card of doing well, okay? But it's the actions of doing that. It's not just simply a case of going, oh, I just turned up and it was fine. Something's got to have been actualized in order for this to happen. So they've put the work in, they've followed the course, they've been for the interview, they've applied for the interview, they've applied for the job, they've got the promotion. That's what this card is all about. So it really is something that takes you forwards in a very, very strong and successful way. So a great card. Okay, so after you're struggling, you see, up come the victories from the struggles. You've become stronger, you've learned, you've evolved. So there is like a journey with some of the cards, not always, but it can be a bit of a pattern that goes on there. Okay, so Seven of Wands. So what's the Seven of Wands all about? Well, the Seven of Wands is very, very much along the lines of standing in a position where you are a little bit elevated. So as you can see, he's standing there on top of a ledge or a mountain or a hilltop. And all those battens sort of that are below him, not the one he's holding, but the six that are below, are kind of people reaching and clamoring, hey, I want your attention, and I'm coming towards you. With the Seven of Wands, this is a place of advantage. It's in a place of being able to defend yourself, because if you're on top of the situation, he can see what's coming at him by being, it's like an aerial view, a drone view of looking downwards and not being stuck, not being able to see. He's well able to see. That is what this card's saying. It's like you can see everything. You can look down and you can go, right, what's the overall view here of what I need to do? So you are able to actually go, right, okay, I can see what's coming at me, all these obstacles, all this little army that's kind of like wanting to kind of push me around. So it's been in a place of advantage where you can see what they're up to and you can protect yourself. You can be able to defend yourself like he is. He can ward those off by having that baton in his hand or that wand and just kind of going, come on, out of the way, go away, pushing you to one side, clear off. That's kind of what this is. So it's a place of advantage, a position of being in, being able to see an overall view of everything. It's about staying on top of things. It's something where I would say, if you are in this position, you'd need to kind of not reveal your strategy. So, keeping things, your cards close to your chest. Keep things to yourself. You don't need to tell them, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Just do it. Don't let them know what you're thinking. Don't let them know what your ideas are. Be very, very shrewd. And yeah, you've got to be a key player here where you go, look, this is all to my advantage. You're coming at me. I'm in a position to see that, and I'm smart. So this is about being very smart, but it's also about kind of saying, I don't need to tell you everything. I'm not revealing all of my plans to you. It's not appropriate to do so. Don't need to do so. So that's what this card is about. Next card, 9 of, I beg your pardon, I'm on page 9. 8 of Wands, sorry folks, as in, yeah, how strange is that? Page 9 of 15. So yes, the 8 of Wands. What have we got? Okay, right, Cupid's arrows of love. Brilliant, brilliant card. Always a happy card, always a card of good news. Mid-flight, so this is action. Things are coming towards you, things that are fantastic. Sultan, hi, nice to see you too. Thank you and welcome. Hope you're doing okay. Getting lots of people coming in from Facebook, but nobody from YouTube or Twitch or anything like that. Good morning. Thank you so much, Sultan, for joining us. And just going through the Wand family, if you feel that you didn't see previous sort of tarot lessons with me, they are all loaded on Facebook and YouTube. And on the Facebook page, I've put the slides that I'm using here into our Talk Tarot group, where you can download the PDF exactly as it is on the screen here, so that you've got your card and your key notes. Remember, these are key notes. We could go on, and we will, but not on a beginner's course. We just want the key points, something that will help you just go, okay, what's this all about, and being able to always, if you can, with a card, think of something where it connects with you, a bit like this 8 of Wands here, mid-flight, card of air travel. Well, at the moment, people are flying back from their holidays, aren't they, good news is on its way. It's the kind of thing you want when you're expecting to hear that you've got that position or that post, or you've got that money coming through so that you can actually do what you buy a house, rent a house, buy a car, things like that. Hello, who we got here? Bear with me. Hello, Simvips. How are you? I'm good. Hi. Thank you so much for coming in from Twitch. I'm not well known on Twitch at all. Very little. I do quite a bit on Facebook, so people are. Oh, you're good, Sultan. Good, good, good. Lovely. Lovely to meet you. So welcome, Sultan. Welcome, Simvips. And Casey, I've read for you quite recently. Lovely, lovely, lovely energy. If I remember rightly, you're a little Capricorn. And Molly Callis, nice to meet you. Thank you so much for joining me. So this is lovely. Sound is a little low. Okay. Is that any better? Can you tell me if that's any better? Okay. Let's see if that's any better, but thank you so much for that. I can turn my microphone up. Let's go a little bit higher. This is what I need to know. Thank you very much, Simvips. This really does help, I have to say to you. Okay, is this any better? I've turned everything up. If somebody can just type and let me know. There is a wee delay because we're streaming. I don't get your message bang on time. Yes, you are, and the things you said have started to unfold already. Casey, I'm delighted. I'm really delighted. And thank you so much for jumping on here and joining us here. So, yes, Casey um, is a Capricorn, and we had a reading this week. It was my pleasure to read for Casey, and things are starting to happen. So, thank you for that. And that's really lovely of you, Casey, as in just to actually let me know the feedback that what we talked about is actually happening. Okay, my darling. So lovely. So, Casey, can you just tell me? Good on Facebook. Good. Excellent. Thanks, Sultan. So let's get back to this lovely card, the Eight of Wands, our romance card. Okay, so there's certain cards, aren't there, that we connect certain cards to the past, such as the Hermit, the Three of Swords, and the Six of Cups. They're all cards of the past. Then we kind of get the romantic cards coming in. So we're looking at lovers, okay, and we're looking here at the Eight of Wands, and we're looking at some of the court cards, particularly Page of Cups and happy ones like that. So you can sometimes, it's kind of good when I was actually learning tarot um, in my class. Good morning, Dan. How are you doing? How are you? Another one of my lovely customers, Dan. Absolute star he is. Slowly but surely. Ah, bless you. Oh gosh, everyone needs to learn about the cards all the time. I'm always learning, Casey, always searching and looking for more aspects to it because the depth unfolds all the time. That's what I love. It's like it's never quite finished, is it? It's always learning. I just love that. And so that's what it's all about. I'm a blessing. I know you are. Damn, sweetheart, you really are. So let's go back to the Eight of Wands. Good news, Cupid's arrows of love, positivity coming in, things happening quick. Okay, so good news is coming quick. Cupid's arrows of love usually relates to a time frame of 8 weeks. Okay, and it's always good news, it's always happy. If you look at the buttons, you'll see the little leaves on there. That's the growth and that's the harmony. It is it's about development, it's about making progress, and it's talking about speed. This is also about flights, things happening mid-air, things that are kind of progressing, like javelins. When you're at school and you throw the javelin, as in that is what this is. It's like it's coming straight at you, but it's not a poisonous dart or arrow. It's good. It's like, here, catch this. Here's some good news for you. So always a card that I'm on the lookout for because it's got such great messages. Howdy, class based. How are you doing? Welcome. So nice. Thank you so much. This is for newcomers. This series Tarot Tuition that I've been doing on Mondays for some weeks now, and it's a beginner's, just a simple keyword with the notes here. If you join my Facebook group, which is connected with Tarot with Anne-Marie, it's Talk About Tarot. If you go into that group, you can get the PDF files that are exactly on the screen here, and it goes right back. All the other videos I've done, the major cards, the minor cards, as a beginner's course, they're actually on YouTube and they're also on Facebook. You can have a look at them anytime. And yes, you can download these very PDF files so that you can go on. I set the group up so that you can actually talk amongst yourselves, ask questions, put a couple of cards in there and go. And it's something like, just going to show you, post something and sort of say, look, I've got these cards, what do they mean? I won't do it for you because I want people to actually help in the community with each other. I'm here to do this. To work with your partner is fine. I'm here a set period of time with you, as in for the lesson, and then we'll go on to intermediate and we'll go on to advanced. If anybody's interested in that. But on those groups, I would actually need a specific number of people to actually make that commitment to join that group because you need to work in a pair. you know, you need to have a tarot buddy and go, right, okay, it might not be the same person every week. I'm not particularly worried about that. It's more to do with, hey, what have you got? And I see it like this, and how do you see it? So it's that kind of a group, and I'll probably do that as and when there's the interest. I've got a couple, but it doesn't really work with a couple. You know, kind of need about 10, and that's what I'm looking for people to be able to make that commitment. Okay, so class-based, I'm really pleased to welcome you along. And we've got Dan, and we've got Casey, we've got Sultan, and we've got Simvips, and I've just got a new message here, and we've got Sultan, and said hi Casey, and we've got Molly Careless. So I've got a new message in here. Oh, thank you so much, Dan. Thank you. You know, that's you know, it works both ways. I actually. Am I doing readings at all? Do you mean am I giving free readings on here? Not today, but yes, I do, and I only do that in exchange for a subscription. But do I do readings? Yes, I do. You can ask Dan, and you can ask Casey. They are customers of mine. Don't know. They've recently had readings in the last week. Yes, I do, but I charge for those, and if you want a mini reading, you can pop up on the other platforms. You'll find it all advertised there, as in my new website, tarotwitannemarie.com. Okay, so jump onto that and have a look. You'll be able to see what it's all about. So let's move on to our next card. Nine of Wands. Okay, so I hope that answers class-based. You can always get a hold of me. Jump on, as I said, onto oh, Dan, sweetheart, thank you so much. Recommending me like that. Lovely, lovely, lovely boy. He's a boy to me. Okay. Anyone who says in when you're kind of like propping up. Okay, so 9 of Wands, trying to defend without success. Things are getting tricky when you get to the 9 of Wands, all right? Things are becoming a problem. You're doing too much, you know, you're getting worn out. Look at, I've got a bandage on my head because I've got a headache, and, you know, things are not easy, and gosh, I'm shattered. So this is a card of being physically worn out. And it's a bit like you're going, no, I can cope on my own. I don't need any help. I'm all good. And, you know, everything's just fine, hunky dory. But no, you are physically worn out, but you're being stubborn, and you need to delegate. Okay? You need to say, no, I can't do everything. I need to delegate to you, and you. Sorry about the Apple telling me what my stats are this week, as in is what I've used on the computer. Does it every Monday. Sorry, folks. So a little minor interruption there. So this is somebody that's kind of going, no, I'm fine, I don't need any help, I'm absolutely fine. And it's like, no, you can't, you've got to surrender. Trying to protect what's yours, okay, well, that's fine. But really and truly, you can't handle it all. So what's the point? You know, you've got to turn around and delegate. It's a card of feeling oppressed. I'm too tired, I'm doing too much, I'm doing, you know, doing it for too long as well. We can all overdo it, but there is a fine line between actually doing it in a temporary way. And you know, we can all juggle too much for a certain period of time, but you can only go into a point where I would actually say that you can do that short term. Otherwise, you'll experience burnout. And when you do that, it'll bite you on the backside. Okay? So you need to take care. And the bandage represents, you know, overload, you know, the fact that it's too much. You know, it's not, oh, it's a headache. It's trying to say I'm not well, you know, and that doesn't mean I'm ill. Not well means your well-being is out of balance. Simple as that. It's not predicting any illness. It's just saying your well-being is not at peace. So this is someone that's hanging on, trying to protect what's already got out of hand. And, um, at this point, you've got to turn around and go, hang on, I got to be smart. Okay. And it's that smartness that will pay off. Okay. So no good sulking and protecting it and it's like it's mine and all this. Not going to get you anywhere. And it's physical burnout that even though the bandage is symbolic of being tired or headache or mental exhaustion, it's not, it's physical in this case. Why? Because it's a wand. So always remember your suits, folks. When you've got the swords, we're talking about the mental capacity. When we've got the cups, we're talking about the emotions. When we are talking about the wands, we're talking about the actions, what's actually happening, what's physically going on, what has caused this, what chain of events has led up to this point. So we are kind of at the end of the Nine of Wands. So I'm going to say to you, we'll leave it there this week. We'll pick up next week with the Ten of Wands, and then we'll go through the court cards. And the court cards, I think, if you want me to go back over them with you once we've come to the end of the 78 cards in the tarot deck and we go over things, that's what we could do. Put my aircon on again, folks. It's absolutely cooking. So yes, we can go over the court cards. Court cards can really make people go, oh gosh, I don't know what this is. They are probably something that is well worth feeling comfortable with because it will give you so much knowledge and information about who you are reading for, what person wants to know about another person. And if you know your cards really well, it helps. And you can always turn around and have, when I was learning, in fact, I've got one here, look. This is the tarot deck that I designed, by the way. I've got a full, you'll see those on some of the bits and pieces that I've got on Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, there we go. So you've got me on the card. That's a Page of Cups, okay? And you see I write places on there. So that when a client rings up and I want to focus on them, I'm picking up on their voice chakra, I've got that card next to me with that Pisces energy pulsing through as I lay out a spread for them, which is usually 44 cards on the table. It's 22 major cards for a reading, and then I put 22 minor cards. So I work in pairs, and I feed the energy of the minor card into the major card to see what stage things are at. And then there's a whole map of how it all works. And that's what I'm prepared to show you and teach you on intermediate and advanced tarot. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do hope that you are able to get your worksheets, and thanks for all these lovely new people that have hopped on here from Twitch, and we've got loads of Facebooks today, so thank you so much, and thanks for the recommendation, Casey and Dan. That's so nice of you. They have genuinely had readings with me, and they're absolutely lovely, lovely human beings. My pleasure to always connect with you all. Till next week, I will see you then, and I might be doing some lives here and there in the next couple of weeks. Don't expect anything from me until then. It's way too hot. I'm in my studio upstairs. It's simply cooking. I can't cool it down enough to sit there and kind of, when it gets busy, it just isn't very comfortable. So in the next couple of weeks, it will cool down quite a bit. Good morning, P. Angela Hancock, my cousins. How are you? My darling, I'm just about to wrap it up, but I hope you're okay, and we'll speak to you on another platform. But thanks for coming in, Angela and P, and Dan and Casey, and everybody that's new this morning. I hope I gave you all a mention at some point. I'm going to say bye-bye for now, and I will see you next time for Tarot School on Monday, about this time, 9 o'clock-ish. All right, folks, sometimes it's a touch later, let me tell you, because technically, sometimes I can't get the camera to actually pop up into the middle of the screen like I do now, even though I leave it set like that, or it's just not enough internet to stream, and I have to kind of do some mucking about and shifting and changing. So technology is fantastic when it works, and when it goes wrong, it makes me go, oh no, you're all expecting me to come on. So I'll see you soon, folks. Bye.